Yes, Robert, I'm talking about you, and I'm talking about the next two pieces that we will do. Ladies and gentlemen, when I first selected Robert to do this, I chose the collection that really started the love affair. Chelsea, my wife, you can clearly see, I'm just a puppet. Chelsea pulls the strings. This was the piece that Chelsea bought from Robert, and she absolutely adores it. Now, please do not be mad with us. Robert was supposed to be here for a 15-minute presentation. They cut it down to less than 10 because there's hardly any. We have the amazing lab-grown blue sapphire. It is like the best, most expensive color that money can buy. This is the color that Chelsea has. The gorgeous white sapphire, which is right here. That's the one at the front. And world launch, brand new, is gonna be your pink quartz. Now, just to let you know, we have the cuff in short supply, and we'll spend a few moments on that. Robert, if there was a piece of jewelry that I think of when I think about Robert Manse and Bali Designs, for me, it's this.
It's a bracelet. I mean, let's be honest. For 10 years here, I've been the bracelet whisperer. I feel like, you know, every bracelet that I bring here, you know, I put my heart into it. Yeah. My artisans take all that time to make it perfect. We very rarely do a double cable, but when we do it right. They're solid, strong, beautiful pieces. You know we do them in your size, petite or medium or large. So order a petite, small, medium, medium, large. I think in all three colors, just for now, we have all of the sizes, which is exciting. And the hot pink is brand new.
Tell me, okay, so the blue sells itself. Okay, if you want the ring, we have now fewer than 100 left in that blue. Sizes 5 through 12 are available, so that's gonna be a blue. Robert, let's go for the ring then for a second. Take me through what I'm seeing here.
You know, you're looking at really what you recognize as a Balinese piece of wearable art. This is something that the whole world tries to copy. And believe me, there were times where I thought, maybe I can make it in China a little bit less money. Maybe I can make it in Thailand or India or somewhere else. But there is nothing more distinctive than a fine jewelry piece from Bali. And I've worked with this particular workshop for 10 years. They were my very first vendor. We've been friends. I've watched their two boys grow. And you know, when I'm there, it's like we're old family. Right. When we designed this ring, you know, I fell in love with this lab-created sapphire, white and blue. This is what started this beautiful collection. I thought that the radiant cuts were the perfect cut to give that lab-created, you know, lab-created sapphire isn't a fake sapphire. It actually starts from the seed of a natural sapphire, and it's grown in a lab. So actually, you know, for the people that love, you know, organic and things that are more protective of our beautiful, precious world, they're actually grown in a lab faster than if Mother Nature made them. And that's the only difference. So here you have that very distinct, super cashmere sapphire color in the lab grown, which is so hard to get. Now the white, Adam, I told you before, because I know Chelsea loves the hot pink, but my wife Cheryl wears her white set almost every day. Right. And if you see the pictures that I post, she always has that. Now, she'll couple it with another bracelet, but she goes to the white all the time. You know, matches diamonds. She wears a lot of diamonds. You know, so she likes, if you're a diamond girl, the white is what I would go with, or if you wear black a lot, or, you know, you're just into more neutral colors. But now we got to talk about that. Gosh. I know. So
look at it.
This is my rendition of what a rubellite tourmaline in the highest quality, without inclusions, which you know they're very rare that they don't have inclusions, rubellite tourmaline. So when I made this rubellite quartz here, actually it's processed, it's actually made in the US. And it's like another organic green kind of treatment. So it's a really nice